Alright guys, so Puka back here, and here we go. We're going to be in our next game for the daily Puka something, whatever my initiative is. Anyway, it's going to be Neo Valhalla right here, and I'm also back with BMW here, and the main bases are islands, so it does make it for entertaining purposes.
Yeah, it looks like a damn golf course or something right there, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty ugly looking map.
Dude, it's cool.
So they're on islands. There's absolutely no way to get them without dropping or carriers?
You can't, like the whole, I don't know what is with this map, just because like, you actually have to like, to get to every base, like you have to get a dropship. Like semi-island is like full-on island, because like you can't take any other base. Really, you can't. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, this is gonna be like watching used map settings or something.
What is it? What do we have? We have Sync versus JinNam. This is a very heavy Terran favored map, because generally one-base Terrans are way better than Zerg and Protoss are.
Yeah, and they can just float their buildings to another fucking place real fast, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. So with that in mind, I mean, think of it this way. How does Zerg deal with Terran versus Terran, really, in TVZ? How do they deal with it? They do like a 12 hatch. How do they do a 12 hatch on this map? Like you can't like they're gonna have to like rush dropship tech.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have to like research it really quickly. And who is this?
And wow, this kid looks like a transformer. Jesus. What the fuck is he wearing? He looks like a Power Ranger.
I know. It's like I don't know.
How do these kids? This kid looks like he has airplane wings on him, bro.
I know. It's like it's so crazy. I don't know. Like I would refuse to wear that while playing.
And his like hair is covering his damn eyes. How do you play like that?
Dude, no, dude. You gotta go back when I release the VODs for it. Dude, you gotta go look at Isaac versus Into the Rain. Like, that kid, Isaac has, like, the most amazing flow hair ever. It's so awesome. I'm just letting you know that right now. Anyway, so, JinNam is going to be blue, spawning in the 12 o'clock position as the blue Zerg. And then at the 9 o'clock position, it will be the red Terran. Sync.
Sync, huh?
Yeah, S-Y-N-C, yeah.
Okay, so I recognize immediately that JinNam was from clan Nan, N-A-N. That's a really old training house in Korea. So he would have been part of a... So what they were doing was people were making team houses at this point, you know?
Okay.
And Nan, same thing with C. You ever heard of C? S-E-A?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a team house, like an academy. It's known as C Academy. So Nan is also like an academy at this point, or maybe just a team house.
Yeah.
So JinNam would have just been like, either they would have been paying him through rent and food to play there.
Okay.
So these would have been like, they're professionals, but at the same time they were like amateurs, you know, like living on no money basically.
So they were getting paid to live there, but
they were getting paid through food and rent, and getting to use the computers, and a place to live.
Okay.
But they weren't getting paid like
money.
Banana money.
Yeah. All right. We just don't know who the players are though. So when they give us screenshots, I don't know who to say is who.
Yeah, JinNam is the guy whose the hair is covering his eyeballs.
Oh, how'd you know that? You just know.
Yeah, and Sync is the guy with bright orange hair.
Okay.
Like the jet orange hair. Now I don't know what races they are, so I think you said
JinNam is Zerg and Sync is the Terran.
Okay, thank God, yeah,
but also, I mean, I just don't even know how JinNam's really going to go into this game, because I mean, everything that I've seen up to this point, Boxer, we've seen Gundam versus Reach Gundam versus Reach was also on this map. And then we just saw the Marine, blues to yellow. But they all did one-base builds, and that's TVZ and TVP for all those games. So, I mean, Terrans generally do one-base builds despite whatever map they're on. So, you know, it's interesting, because what will we see here? Because I have to assume one-base build, and again, this map is going to be geared towards one-base building, one-base build. So, and already going to be doing a factory. He might even throw down a 2-factory. I've even seen, like, you just lower them off and then maybe just do that or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, Terran has so many options.
Yeah.
But, you know, the Zerg 2 can just, like, I guess he can just, like, get an Overlord, get a drone inside the Overlord, and then, you know, build a hatchery outside of his opponent's base, and then just fucking offensive proxy if he wanted to. There's a lot of cool options for both races, you know, at this point.
I wonder if he didn't have 2-port Wraith.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good idea, too.
Because, like, you can shut down... I don't know how fast the Wraith will get out in relation to draw play, but if you can get your Wraith out, right, like, and snipe off Overlords, then they can't drop, kill off the Overlords that are already in position, because then imagine how long the Overlords are going to get into it. I mean, that's something that I would think, or even just get a single starport to do that. And that's what we actually have. Now, again, that would just be for dropships, but that would be a really nice way to deal with Zerg on this map.
Yeah, because he could just own up Sync's or JinNam's drone count. He could just own it. That would be just a sick way to just dominate him, you know. You just keep massing race and just killing drones, and at the same time, you know, you're building a fucking colossal marine army that you're about to drop on his ass, you know.
Yeah.
That's a good play idea.
And I don't know, is that a Spire? Okay, so he's actually doing Spire. It's actually like a ZVZ build that we have out of JinNam right now, of all things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could just mass up a fuck ton of mutas and just go in there and just... I mean, it's not like he can build turrets all over that island.
No, he can't.
I mean, he's not going to have the economy to do that. And it looks like his factory, I guess he just throws factory out to be an offensive, like, scouting tool. Because I guess factory's really worthless in this matchup at this point on this map.
Yeah. You can siege part of the... It's better against Protosses because they don't generally put all their tech buildings like right next to their nexus. So they're going to be tough, but you can sometimes siege up that island, like putting them on the side. But I don't know. I mean, there's the Wraith like I was talking about earlier, and can it shut it down, or are we just gonna have like Mutalisks coming out? I mean,
oh, here we go, offensive Vulture. Oh wow! Oh, please don't lose this.
Why is he losing? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There was nothing. Oh no.
You know, I think it was like Sync. He was like the wide receiver who you know already's got the touchdown dance in his head before he catches the football. Like that was Sync's game plan right there. And look at these mutas now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You know, I think Sync is in a bad position right now, Fitz.
Yeah, that Vulture could have gotten like 3 drone kills, but it didn't.
Oh, please micro this, please micro. Oh wow, a real pro right now would be able to take those 2 out. Ugh, and he flies. Oh wow. Impossible.
Okay, so the Marines will save it. Okay. Factory tech will go down though, so no more starports are available. So he's going to be restricted to one starport, excuse me, for a while. And he's going to get a control tower. Okay, so, I mean, the Vulture should have done more damage, but, alright, so this is, I mean, I just didn't know really what Zerg could have done. Like, honestly, what they could have done on this map. And open up with, like, 1-base mutas, if that's the standard build, like fast science vessels, man, would just really hurt that. And it looks like he is doing that. He did throw down a science facility, so he should be able to get that. And he does have control tower. But then
he's getting a lot of good scouting done with this Wraith.
Yeah.
You know, he's really figuring out what JinNam is doing. And you know, his turret placement's not bad either. JinNam is is he gonna get the Wraith? Nice pick off right there. Really good by JinNam. But I really think that he needs to keep pumping out Wraiths or dropships really fast because, you know, JinNam could just build up a fucking huge Mutaforce and eventually wipe him out.
Yeah, possibly. But
or a Goliath army would be really sick. But he's totally avoided, you know, factory tech.
The Goliath would be aren't. I don't know. I just feel like Goliath would just be risky on this map, just because like it's generally there to probably like kill off like a Greater Spire transition. It's probably the main reason why you would get that. And I would just not feel like this is at all any decent map to go Greater Spire tech on because it's just so open. It's in like the same. It's in the same aspect of like you would never go carriers on this map because it's so open. At least in the center of the map. So,
yeah, you would totally get annihilated with carriers.
Yeah. So I just don't think Goliath would be a good option, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think. Well, JinNam's definitely not committing to mutas at this point. He's stopped muta production. It looks like, which is smart because, yeah, he would totally get owned now by this Marine ball.
He already has +1 as well. Was that an expansion by JinNam? I don't even know.
Yeah, JinNam looks like Jangbi at this point.
Oh yeah.
Like a baby Jangbi or an older Jangbi, I guess. Jangbi probably wasn't even born at this point. Fucking. Or he was still like a little kid. Oh wow, and he loses some freaking mutas really unnecessarily right there. You know, I don't know if he's trying to just scout with mutas or pick off a few random Marines. But I mean, it would have been nice to have those protecting his overlords. We got Turtle Terran. It's just so confusing, the strategies.
I don't know, I can't figure out, are those expansions going up there for JinNam, or are those just overlords and stuff?
Sometimes what part of this the map are you looking at?
Like that, like 10 o'clock and that like 2 o'clock. Are those just overlords?
Those are overlords, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just really got a nice scouting. I think just trying to scout a little bit.
Well, that's unfortunate because Terran is gonna have is already putting down his command center in his main base at this time. So, oh, that's not good.
I like this move by JinNam to just kind of like offensive lurkers on the little cliff here. He's really keeping Sync busy, but you know he needs to get his own expansion up at this point, like you said.
Yeah. I just don't think we're seeing an expansion by JinNam at all.
Yeah, I really think that Sync is eventually just going to get mass dropships and roll over JinNam.
Yeah, and he's going to start situating that basin right now. He's going to lift it off. Terran's in balance.
On this map, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I've always heard bad things about this map for some reason.
I like it.
Now I know why. It's kind of funny. You know, I always hear about Neo, Valhalla, and some maps like this, but I never see them played.
Yeah.
But now I can see where the original anger about Terran and Balance came from.
But no one played Terran until Boxer came around.
Yeah.
Well, then again, well, actually, this is when Boxer did come around, so never mind.
Yeah, and he wasn't able to land that CC. That's a bummer for Sync. You know. But here we go. He's got a little nice Marine tank force moving out. I don't know where he's going. Can you move across the middle of the map?
Yeah, you can move across the middle. That's why it's semi-island. That's why, because
Oh,
the whole
it's-
center of the
oh,
map.
okay.
Yeah, the whole center of the map is completely open, but you can't like attack bases and stuff unless they're like. If you look at the 10 or 11 o'clock, and then the 4 or 5, like that, like in the center of the map. Oh, hold on, I'll talk about that in a second. And we have an engagement here. This is not good at all. Hydras do not do good against Biomech at all.
Yeah, he lost 3 lurkers on the initial contact.
Yeah.
Huge right there.
You want Lings instead of instead mainly Hydras in this army, but again, they may have not known that, or Hydras at this time were definitely probably the more common thing for Zergs.
Yeah, he looked almost as disappointed as having to wear that uniform as losing those lurkers.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly, yeah.
just awful.
But talking about like the 10, 11 o'clock, and then that 4 or 5, you know those bases I'm talking about right now?
Yeah,
They're on the low ground, so you can actually get like vultures and siege tanks and like range units to attack those, like the mineral lines of those.
Oh wow.
So it's actually like, this map is so stupid to take expansion on. Like you have your natural, and then like there's like, where do you take your third base? Like they're all so far away. Oh, we already have a drop
wow.
play. Look at that.
Nice.
Can he stim? If he stims, he's
You know, yeah, this is what happened last time. Sync totally lost a vulture to a couple drones. Is he gonna do it again?
Yeah, well,
Oh no.
well, he got a good amount of
wow.
drones. He got a good amount of drones right there. Yeah,
Jesus.
he's gonna get all of them.
Well done by Sync right there.
Yeah.
Really fucking just pile drived JinNam's base right there. Wow. And look, here comes a Mutaforce. Couldn't he take out these overlords? That would be huge.
You say
Oh, but this is a
Mutaforce,
nice
or-
little. Huh?
you
Oh,
say-
they take out the overlords. Excuse me.
I thought you said that's a huge Mutaforce that's coming in.
Oh, the Marine Force. Yeah, I'm
Marine
sorry
Force,
about that.
That's
I know. I
okay.
totally missed my words right there.
Oh, good. And yeah, he's gonna save up the hatchery with 2 Marines and 2 medics. That's all he has.
Yeah, that was a great play by Sync. You know, really cost effective for him. Totally owning it right now. He's got this huge Mutaforce out.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I keep saying Mutaforce, Marine Force.
The other thing though is like, I can't just help though. Like it's kind of like JinNam took that base out of like, well, how, like, it's kind of like a riskier base to begin with. I get like you're expanding away from your opponent. Like I get that mindset, but even still though, I just feel like you're better off trying to defend a close base than a farther away base.
Yeah. Wow. This is a really interesting place to attack, going into this choke like this. And he's gonna get. Oh, and he loses the lurker. Woo!
Yeah, that's actually like, this is so Terran favored. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but knowing a Terran like Sync, he might actually F this up. So let's see. You know?
I don't know. I mean, that choke point right there is gonna be pretty hard to mess up.
Yeah,
have siege
seriously.
tanks-
He keeps just
Okay,
throwing
why
shit
did you
at-
back off from that choke point? Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
no.
no! Oh no! Can he? Will he actually lose his army? Oh, JinNam! Oh, JinNam, you're crazy! You might just clean this up. Well, how is that possible?
Yeah, he was not in sync right there.
Think,
Totally.
why would you
totally
give up that
messed up
position?
his,
Oh, look at Singh. He just does not look happy at all.
Yeah, he needs a hug, Fitz. You want to help him out?
13
Give
years
him-
later, like, I'll go find him in Korea right now.
Yeah, you go
And
give him a hug
It'd be like,
at a
yeah,
bar
dude,
somewhere.
you remember that game versus, like, JinNam, man? That you
Remember your
lost
only
that-
televised game in your whole career where you just absolutely got slapped in the face with
Yeah.
a freaking huge lurker army?
Yeah, do you remember that? Anyway. Well, actually, let's look at this. I'll actually look at his, Coca-Cola.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Coca-Cola, for sponsoring
I'm
2002 OSL right here, 2001 OSL.
actually. Let's look at this. This is gonna be Sync.
Sync. The precursor to InSync.
Yeah, he didn't get any results till like 2003 at all.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh wow! And this is just painful to watch. He's gonna lose this little marine force to a little group of marines and mutas and hydras. And I want to see JinNam get in there and do something to the other guy's main base. It's just like he's been on defense the whole time.
Oh, actually, this is interesting. Sync is actually on Slayers for StarCraft 2.
Wow. Damn, he's been playing a long time.
Yeah, I don't know actually how accurate. I feel like I don't think Gilja. Well, let me look at that up. Let me look if he's actually doing that. And we have Hive Tech coming up. Off of like what, one base?
One base. No, he's on two base.
Yeah, he's off two base. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually expanded towards his opponent, which is interesting. So it looks like Sync is rounding up his units and dropships, but here comes JinNam with a huge lurker Hydra force. Is he going to get in a good position to snipe off these science vessels? Oh, and now he goes down with siege mode. He's going in for the engagement, Fitz.
Oh, this is... Oh, God, no.
Oh, wow, he totally... Those tanks, they have him right on the cliff, and he totally took out that whole Hydralist force right there, bro.
Yeah.
Very nice positioning right there. Oh, but here comes the masked lurkers. Woo! JinNam, totally JinNamming it up right now here in the choke point. And he's not wanting to use... Oh, and JinNam is offensively targeting the CC in the top left corner. He's got the lurkers going down. I don't know if he was planning this the whole time. Oh, wow, turn. No, move your lurkers. Okay, so I guess the attack by JinNam is over with now. And Sync is totally rounding up his army to go back, and he knows that JinNam has no army now, so he just wants to go in there and take out this expansion. But is he going to go into the expansion with a ton of a ton of sunks?
Yeah, whatever why Liquipedia said that he's on StarCraft 2 on Slayers, he's either on A team or he's just not playing, because there's no record of him.
Okay.
But, well, how did that engagement end up?
Well, the engagement for JinNam with those colossal tanks that he just had on the cliffs, just owned up, Sync owned up JinNam's army.
Okay. And Gun actually gonna save up the CC as well from that.
Yeah, he did save the CC. He has a little offensive SUV right there.
Yeah.
Just following it along, pretty good, repairing it.
Trying to, at least.
Yeah, and I really think that I don't know what JinNam can do at this point, because Sync is really heavily turreted and tanked, and this is where this...
because I just saw something, because... Well, not only that we have two idle command centers that aren't doing anything, but with the addition of the Nidus Canal, like, he can go and defend his bases a lot easier.
Right. But I don't know if he has the units anymore. He lost, like, his whole entire army. And I really
like, this
think
is what I was talking about, like, you can abuse these bases so easily, because they're on the low ground, and they're just stupid. Well, he has a pretty decent force in the center of the map.
He has a good army now, yeah, you're right. Came back in.
But I mean, still, I mean, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, Thing is definitely ahead. It's just when does he take those two command centers down and start making SCVs from them?
Well, I don't know how much ahead that Sync actually is, because I think he's totally mined out of his one base, and I don't know if he ever took the expansion.
Yeah, no, he's mining from the NAFTA right now. You can see the minerals on
okay.
the map. But he's actually had to kill off the center base, though, which had no drones to it. But and here we go, going into a choke point again. I don't really know why JinNam's doing this. We'll get two tank kills, but...
Yeah, I guess just at the time, the metagame must have been Hydralisk versus Terran.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate, because that's a horrible unit combination versus tanks. Yeah.
But I think it's like more like bio. I don't think it's like pure on mech either. So it's kind of like it's not as bad. It's probably not the most optimal thing, but I don't know. I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
It's working. So I mean, I have to.
He needs to keep him contained in those chokes. If he can
Yeah.
keep going into those chokes, Sync is in a lot. I mean, JinNam's in a lot of trouble. If he has to keep attacking into chokes to take out some of the Terran, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
If he gets him in that open, you know, around the center of the map, then JinNam might have a chance to come back in this game.
And I think Red is taking the center base. I think Sync has taken the center base. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and JinNam is taking that out. It's just a waste of a CC right there. I don't understand that move. And look, even Sync is like, I don't know why I did that. Maybe he had a bad rally point or something. I don't know. But here we go again with JinNam with the final attack. It looks like right here. Ugh.
That's not how you engage this at all.
Science vessel, tank, and marine. Wow. Just giving up, I think, right there by JinNam.
You know what he might be doing actually? What Sync is doing? Where he's now? He might be on SK for in Kespa. Guild. He might be under the alias Gilja now, where he might be on SK Gaming.
Okay, for StarCraft 2?
Yeah, for StarCraft 2. I think that's where he's ended up now.
Yeah, he might just be a player coach.
Okay.
Because he's really old by now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there is old people playing StarCraft 2, but I mean, you would have thought that Sync would have had to go to the military.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're going to lose your skills after going. You know, Boxer obviously had a team built for him, but most people would have lost their skills
Yeah.
at computer gaming, you know. Yeah, I really think that Sync is just a much better player at this point. He had a nice, I think he had, you know, he's definitely a progressive Terran at this point. Really good build order idea. You know, he was going for the 2-port Wraith, it looked like we thought maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
The
and
Wraith, yeah. It wasn't like a single port Wraith. For the circumstances for the opening, it was really smart, yeah.
yeah, I mean, he really played this map well. Just lets the Zerg throw away units. Just keeps multitasking, dropping. You know, using his tanks on the high ground. And, yeah, just kept forcing the Zerg to find him in the choke points. And this is really nice positioning right now.
Yeah. He's just abusing, like if you wanted to learn to abuse a map for Terran, like just go practice on this map, like any part of the map.
Yeah, you know
is
they've
gonna be
played
like,
thousands of games on this map at this point, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not looking good for our Zerg player right now.
No, and he does not look happy. There's a GG by JinNam, and
oh, Sync, that's Sync right there.
yeah. Oh, is that that's not Sync? That is
That's Sync right there. JinNam is the guy right here. Looks like Jangbi.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's not like pissed off though. I like when players are like really pissed off. But anyway, well, that will conclude this cast, guys. So yeah. So who won that again? JinNam? No.
Sync
did.
won it. Sync won the Coca-Cola match.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for watching again, and peace.